Just sum up your emotions after that.
Super. I'm obviously very pleased with the outcome of the game in terms of the result. I think the boys showed amazing character to keep going and keep fighting for the right result. It was a crazy match. I'm sure the neutrals enjoyed it, but as a coach or a manager, I'll be looking into it because we had too many issues defensively. The goals we've conceded are poor from our point of view. So there's certainly work to do and a lot of improvement to do, especially at this level. You know, you get punished a lot more. But in terms of what the players are giving me, and you know, I asked them for more at half time because I felt we only committed to the game. I wouldn't say half-heartedly, but we weren't ourselves. We were a little bit slow, a little bit lethargic at times, and we've conceded goals that we don't normally concede. So I asked the players for more, both in and out of possession. I told them to play with more belief and more personality when we were regaining the ball, because we were getting some fantastic opportunities, but we weren't really taking them in the first half. But second half, we played with much more character and belief. So the outcome of the game is fantastic for us, but still a lot of improving to do.
Hi Stephen, obviously a lot of adversity for you tonight, which you came through. How are James and Kamar? It was obviously two big blows for you.
I'm concerned for both, sitting here right now. More concerned for Kamar, just because he feels it's the same as a previous injury, which he missed I think 2 to 3 weeks from. So we think he's got a calf problem in terms of the muscle, but we'll have a look at it in the next coming days in terms of a scan. In terms of James, we'll have to wait and see. He's obviously gone in for the block tackle and he's felt some pain in the knee area. So we'll see how he settles down, and we'll get him scanned as well, and we'll go from there. But yeah, obviously feel really good in terms of the result, but I'm obviously concerned for both players because they're very important for the group.
Stephen, I think we saw the good and the bad sides of VAR tonight. What did you make of it from your perspective?
Listen, it's different. It's something from a personal point of view. You know, I'm going to have to try and adapt to, especially if it comes into our game from a domestic point of view. It is what it is. I mean, people have to deal with it every single game, so I don't envy them. But sometimes things go for you and sometimes they don't. I thought Stephen Davis's penalty, if there's no VAR, probably gets away with it. I thought it was definitely a VAR type of penalty, but you know, we've obviously benefited from it ourselves, so it is what it is. We'll try and adapt to it, but it is certainly very different because, you know, I like to get carried away when we score goals, and I'm a little bit hesitant to get carried away. And obviously when someone goes in your area or there's a set piece in your area, you're always thinking, oh, where we go, this could be a VAR situation. So it doesn't help the anxiety levels. And you know, if we had that every single week and we defend like that, I think I'd be going in an early casket.
Stephen, just in terms of Europe as a whole, what do you make of your chances now of progressing? Obviously, going back to Ibrox, your home form is obviously very good. Obviously, see yourself as favourites. Do you see yourself, obviously, how far can you go in this as well?
We came here tonight with respect for the opposition because we knew they had talented players that if we didn't defend well, we knew we could have had issues, and we did. So, you know, going into next week, for sure, we're going to have to defend an awful lot better to a man across the pitch. So we'll certainly look into that and try and improve. If we defend better, I've got confidence and belief we can go and finish the job off. But I think you see tonight, there was too much action. There was too much that we didn't get right to get too carried away. We've put ourselves in a promising position. It's very difficult to win away from home in Europe. You know, I've experienced that as a player and now as a manager. It's very difficult to get winning results away from home. So there's a lot of me tonight that's very pleased and proud. But there's still things going around in my head thinking we've got to improve defensively, especially at this level. I thought, with all due respect, the gap in Europe's being pretty big, and it took our time getting back used to this level of game. And I think that showed in our performance.
Hi Stephen, Ryan Kent obviously started on the bench, but you can talk a bit about his impact in the second half. Obviously a fantastic goal for the equaliser and then involved in the winning penalty as well.
Yeah, listen, Ryan deserved a breather tonight. I've been playing him an awful lot and he's been fantastic. He hasn't missed a training session. He reported a bit of a knee issue 5-6 days ago, and he played at the weekend and he had a little bit of discomfort at the weekend. So I wanted to look after him and protect him tonight. But the game needed Ryan Kent, and I had to use him. In an ideal situation, I didn't want to use him tonight, but he comes on and scores a fantastic goal and could have scored another one. You know, he looked a threat throughout. and that's the quality he's got. You know, he scores big goals for this team. But he could have got a brace tonight. I'm sure he'll be thinking in you know, when we get back on the bus, on the plane tomorrow, he'll be thinking I should have scored 2. But really pleased with his contribution and his impact from the bench for sure.
Hi, Stephen. Just in terms of James, I mean, given what he's been through with the club over the last couple of years, how disappointed would you be for him if this injury keeps him out for the next few weeks with everything that's, you know, coming ahead?
I think that was a very pessimistic question from you, Andy. I'm trying to stay optimistic here. This is my captain. He was a big loss tonight. He's been absolutely unreal for me since we come in the door. I'm going to try and stay positive we can. We'll check it out. Knowing James, he'll be desperate to get back as soon as possible. But it is what it is. He's had a fantastic run in terms of injuries. But I certainly won't concern myself too much until we get the news. We've got a fantastic medical department who'll analyse it and tell me what's what, but I know for a fact James will do whatever he can to get back as quick as we can, and let's just hope and pray that the scan news is more positive than negative.
Stephen, first of all, congratulations on a fantastic win.
Thank you.
Leon Balogun tonight, there's so many guys we could pick out, but I thought he was absolutely fantastic when he came on and was a real warrior, filling in for such an important player.
Yeah, listen, I agree, David. When we had the opportunity to sign Leon, I had a conversation with Paul Cook, who obviously at the time didn't want to lose him because he'd been absolutely outstanding for Wigan. But part of that conversation was that not only is he a top centre-half who's very athletic and mobile, he can do a job at right-back. And obviously analysing the games before we made the decision, out in Germany he'd played at right-back quite a bit. I thought he grew into the game tonight. I thought he played without ego and done a fantastic job for the team, and I thought he finished really strong, and we're going to need him because of what's happened this week. We're going to need people to roll their sleeves up and do a job for the team, and maybe sacrifice themselves in terms of where they want to play and do a job for the team, because it's such a critical moment where we're at right now.
Stephen, just to follow up on Alfredo, how pleased were you with what he brought to the game tonight?
I thought he'd done everything but score. He was involved in the majority of our good stuff. Really strong performance, really pleased, especially with him obviously missing a few games domestically, to come in at this level and put in that type of performance. I'm really pleased and proud of what he gave tonight. And him not scoring will only make him more determined to get a goal at the weekend or in the second leg. So Alfredo should be really pleased with himself, and it's certainly something for him to build on moving forward, because it's not easy missing games and then getting right back up to speed straight away. But he was really good tonight, and the reason we've scored 4 goals tonight, Alfredo's played a massive part in that.